Hey guys, I'm back today with another video, and this is going to be brought to you by the company Donmily Hair, and they sent me over some of their Brazilian straight hair in the lengths 16, 18, 20, 22 with a 14-inch closure, and that is the closure, and this is what the bundles look like. So I will be coloring this hair today using box dye, and I have 2 boxes of the 378 Honey Blonde in the Dark and Lovely, and then 2 boxes of the 384 in the Light Golden Blonde. So I will be using my hands for a majority of this tutorial. I do have on gloves, so make sure you have some gloves available, and I'll use a brush when it gets towards the end to do the closure. So I'm just going to take one of the colors and put it onto the hair, and then I'm going to run my fingers throughout just so it can be on the hair evenly, and I don't want any splotchiness or any missing spots on this hair. And then I'll take the other color and do the same thing. So what I'll be doing for this video is rotating back and forth and making sure that each color gets on the hair really good. So after I am done with one bundle, I'll wrap it up into the foil and move on to the next. Now it's up to you to distribute how much color you want throughout each bundle. Because I got 4 bundles in the closure, I wanted to get 4 boxes of dye just to make sure I had enough on hand. I have run into the problem of dyeing hair and having to go back out and repurchase some more dye, and that is not cool at all, especially if you are already starting. So just make sure you have enough. These bundles to me were a little bit on the thin side, so I thought that they would be thicker, and that's why I thought I needed more dye. But I went ahead and used all the dye anyway because I did not want to waste my money, and I had already shaken up everything. But I'm happy that I did use it all because it came out really good. And on my table, I do have a trash bag. That's just a protective measure because I don't want any dye getting onto the table. And you want to make sure you have on clothes that you're not worried about getting messed up. So I have on an old t-shirt, old shorts, and I just want to make sure that I am covered all the way. I do have my baby running around, so sometimes I had to get up and take my gloves off, put other gloves back on. I got dye on my, wrist and everything. So you just want to make sure that you are fully covered when you are dyeing your hair. Comes to the closure, I'm going to take my rat tail comb and part it down the middle, and I'm also going to lay my lace flat on the foil. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did to the bundles, but this difference will be that I will have my brush, and when it gets towards the top of the hair where you part at, I'm going to take the brush and do strokes up and down so that it won't look splotchy like I just set the color in one spot. You want it to make sure that it is even all the way around. Once I am done with all of the coloring, I will make sure to wrap it up in foil, and I will check on the hair and leave it on for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'll also go and wash out the hair, and I'll make sure I condition it really good and let it dry overnight, and then I will make my wig the next day. So make sure to stay tuned to see the outcome of the hair and to get my final thoughts on this hair. Colored very easily. I had no issues coloring this hair at all. It took very well. Now I will say the ends did get a little bit dry. Once you flat iron it, it does not have any issues. And then I did put a little bit of serum on the ends. I did use pretty much almost all the bundles. I had like a little bit left. Also did go and bleach the knots on this closure, and that took really quickly. Also, I did have to go in and pluck some hair out of the front because it was a little bit thick. I didn't add any baby hairs or anything, but that is what the parting space looks like. And I didn't pluck any hairs out of the parting space. There are also some flyaways at the top of this closure. Now I did go in and add a little bit of wax. I feel like if you tie it down and probably add a little bit of heat to it, it will be better, but it's not a lot of flyaways. Like I have experienced some closures that the flyaways are just ridiculous. Making the unit, I didn't have any problems with the wefts. It didn't have any smells. The hair is very soft. I will say for 4 bundles, I feel like, you know, the bundles were a little bit on the thin side, even the smallest bundle. So I am glad that I did get 4 bundles. Like I said, I used pretty much almost all of the hair. I had like a very tiny bit left, but this is all of the hair up in the front. So imagine if I just did 3 bundles. I feel like this hair would be really thin. I didn't do too much to this hair. I put a little bit of layers throughout the hair, and I kind of flat ironed and added some very loose curls. The curls are starting to fall now, and I curled this like 3 days ago, so the curls are starting to fall. The front is still holding up very well, but I didn't want to do any tight curls with this hair. I just wanted it to be nice and flowy. I'll go ahead and turn around so you guys can see what the length of this hair looks like on me, and just keep in mind that I am only 5'2". So this color was supposed to come out a little bit more on the orange side, but the box dye that I initially wanted, they were completely out of, and I'm glad I ended up doing this color instead, just because to me this is more for somebody who wants to play with color but doesn't want to, you know, do too much. I think this is a perfect color combination. This is going to be great for the summertime. It looks really pretty in the sunlight. I just really love the way that this came out. It just looks really good. And I feel like with the box dye, if you know, are a beginner, then it's really easy to work with. I hope that me dyeing the hair was easy for you guys to understand. I'm trying to get into doing more tutorials for you guys because I am bad at just doing stuff and not really filming it. So I'm trying to get a little bit better with doing that. Let me know what you guys think about this color. If you are going to get the hair, make sure you get 4 bundles just to be on the safe side. A link down below to everything. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to let me know. If I missed out on something or I didn't answer something, you can ask me down below also, and I'll be happy to answer you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the notification button so you don't miss out on any uploads, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.